Hello everyone, this is Chris from GBC Forex Academy. I'm going to give a trade forecast for US dollar CAD. First of all, I think the first thing to do is to review what has happened in the previous week. I'll go a step further. We're in week 18, I'll be reviewing week 16 and week 17. From there, probably we can now get our entry for week um, 18, which I think should be by Friday. Okay, conventionally we're bullish on the 4 hours, on the daily. The general structure is that we're bullish, but I cannot buy on this very zone here, these 4 hours here. I can't buy there. So let's go to our review and let's see how I might be selling the trade to the downside since I can't actually buy here. So if I come to the 1 hour, I want to show you some certain things on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, okay, on the 1 hour for for week for week 16, the high was on a Monday, which was somewhere here, and the low was on a Friday. The low was on a Friday, which was somewhere here on Friday. That's for week 16. Of course, the thing about week 16 is that week 16 did not take out any liquidity, so I didn't really see a need to buy week 16 or sell week 16. Then on week 17, there was a low that was taken out. Week 16's low was taken out. Week 17 took week 17's low, which was on week 17 took out week 16's low on a Monday. This happened on a Monday, but you observe that look at what price did. It just came to the low to the downside and did not close below this very week. Then on week 17, the high for week 17 was on a Tuesday. This very zone here was occurred on a Tuesday. You can see my mouse here occurred on a Tuesday. Okay, that was the high for the week. And let's see the low for the week. The low for the week was definitely on a Friday. Was on a Friday. So if I'm going to trade this market, what do I want to see? I want to see a sweep in this week 18, a sweep below I want to see a sweep below this very zone. Then the other thing I want to see is I want to see this because week 17 swept week 16's high, which occurred on a Monday. So the other thing I want to see is this. Okay, this was what happened. Okay, okay. Now, this was a high that was swept. This was the manipulation that took place over here. So if I get a sweep, that's what am I trying to say? If I get something like this, a sweep below this very low here, I want to come to this very zone here where price actually carried out manipulation. Why do I want to come out to this very zone? At this very zone, what I'll be forming will be a QML. So I'll be having something like this. Let's say something like this. This should be okay. Something like this. Okay, swept here, came here. I want to say sweep like this. Then I want to come somewhere here. What I'll be hoping to get is so over here. We're hoping if I get the very right confluence on Friday to take the trade to the downside. So if I look at this very zone here, so this is the zone where I hope to form the QML. which I think should happen on Friday. But the first thing I want to see is a sweep below the previous week's low, which occurred on Friday. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to see is I want to see price retracing back to this very zone over here. I've been chased back to this very zone. I want to see a price action that will tell me I need to take price to the downside. So let me come to 15 minutes and let me see why that zone is very, very important. Let me see why it's important. So on 15 minutes, okay, on 15 minutes, okay, there is an imbalance over here. There is an imbalance over here. So I'll be having a KML and having an imbalance over there. So I press price when price fills that very zone, I hope price will bring it to the downside. So why is week 14's low very, very important? If I come to 4 hours, come to 4 hours, come to 4 hours, this is very low because why is it important? Because this is a zone of inducement. So I'm expecting what price will do when price went to the upside. When price went to upside, from so this was what price did. Price went like this, came like this, which is week 14, and moved to the upside. So if price were to buy, I'm expecting price to come to this very low, take out this very low before it will buy. So that's why I say if I get a confluence, which is on the 1 hour, then scaling it down to the 15 minutes at this very zone over here. If I get a confluence, of course, I will take it into week 14. Of course, this equally applies to British pound, Canadian dollar. If this very price action will play out and price will not come to the downside, therefore means that for British pound, Canadian dollar, we expect price to come to the downside too. So this is my trade forecast for week 18. Of course, we're doing week 16 and week 17.